Hey, good morning. Good morning. I don't normally come on here on Mondays, but I decided today I wanted to. I went into a journaling mode this morning, like I always do, and realized that it was important for me to show up and talk about your why. Wow, I don't even know where to begin with this. So one of the things that I'd like to say is, my name's Tammy. I am the founder of Revolutionary Aromatherapy, which I would like to say at this point really is about, it's about finding the unremedy. It sounds like a really strange thing to say. I really don't want to continue. I mean, I will make oil suggestions, but what I really want to get to right now is why even use oils and what they've done for me as far as being the unremedy, because culturally we look for the quick fixes. This is a very non-essential way of managing health, whether you're talking about pharmaceuticals or you're talking about oils. We're constantly looking outside of us for the remedies. And it was interesting, I just found something at Harvard Law, a piece on the unremedy. Of course, it's around the area of law, but the way the paper is titled, it says the unremedy law can prevent the problem that it can't patch later. And this makes so much sense when I think of oils, because the idea when we start using essential oils in the revolutionary aromatherapy way, it becomes the unremedy when you partner with it. It's interesting. I have a book that I found at an estate sale years ago. The book was actually published in 1928 by a woman out of South Africa. Her name was Johanna Brandt. And I believe she started writing it, or basically it's her journey through stomach cancer, how she healed herself of stomach cancer. And the book is called The Great Cure. And so she goes through the whole book talking about her experience and sharing the practice that she involved other people with as far as helping to heal their cancer through the consumption of grapes and the reintroduction of a raw food diet in order to reinstate wellness. But what's interesting is in the very beginning of the book, she states, and this was in 1920, that the only remedy that really truly works is when you don't listen to trucks. When you get your head straight. When you get your head straight. Meaning you've got to really want this. You've got to really buy into it and allow it to be the case. Therefore, you are the remedy. So talking about oils, I can come on here and tell you all about oils all day long. I can talk essential oils all day long. And at the same time, I wouldn't be serving you in a way that I understand. Like I said, getting to the why. And why did I start using oils? I had all these explanations as to why I was using oils. I still have all the reasons why. I can tell you over and over and over. But what's interesting, when I got on Instagram this morning and a couple of other platforms, it's interesting to see the amount of information, whether you're on YouTube, Twitter, it doesn't make any difference. Everybody has suggestions for everyone. There is so much information. It's no wonder. And I'm sitting here looking at this going, if this is the case, why are we all still struggling? Why are so many people out there informing everybody how to shift their mindset, how to improve their experiences in life? There's a lot of how-tos, and my question is, what's going on that it's not clicking? And it takes me back to what Johanna was saying, is you've got to really want it. It has to be something. We can only overcome any illness, any dis-ease, not through managing it, but being the remedy so that everything else becomes the unremedy. Like Harvard Law says here, preventing the problem that it can't patch later, because now there's no problem, right? There's no problem because you've created sustainable wellness. So Why use oils? When I was a child, my father shared a story with me about, he was in a psychology class, and the story goes like this. It was a test. It was the final exam, and the question it was one single question, and they were told to bring, obviously they had to have their books. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have one next to me right now, but where you would find, you would be able to write out your answer. So the question for the exam was why? And my dad shared with me that he actually wrote pages and pages and pages answering the question why. Sounds like a pretty, abstract question. It seems that anybody would be able to pass that. And before I give you the answer, I can honestly tell you that for years, it has troubled me that I have to answer to anybody, in the sense that, not trying to be, contrary, if you will. What I mean is, if I feel a yes or I feel a no, that would be enough. I don't want to and don't feel like I should have to explain myself, my decisions, the course that I take, right? I don't have to explain it. And yet we live in a world that's consistently asking us to explain, consistently asking us, giving us, right down to know your why, right? We have to know your why. And, why do you want to be healthy? I've been guilty of asking that question. And what I realized, again, like I started to say earlier, is that there's so many people out here, many, all of us really, are sharing our life experiences and giving each other tips on how to enhance our experience of this life that we're living, that we've been gifted. And I can come in, when I got into my journaling this morning, it really, any thought that, any idea that you hear other people sharing, once it's in your head, it's your thought. Once it's in your head, it is your thought, regardless of where it came from. So no matter who is on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or YouTube, no matter who it is, as soon as you even consider the idea that they've just handed you, it is now your thought. And what ultimately happens is it's going to cause triggers within your brain that's going to promote some level of interpretation. Those interpretations are what turn into emotions. And those emotions are what fuel our day, that reactivity. And this can happen instantly. So the point to this is, no matter what is in your head, it is your thought, no matter where it came from. And the reason why I use essential oils is because they've actually helped me remain in that space of yes or no. I don't even want to explain myself to myself. I don't even want to do that anymore. They've helped me distill the emotional aspect of being Tammy, or doing Tammy is probably a better way to say it. They've helped me distill that emotional piece to where I am able to be in that space of yes or no. That is the idea here. So when, and again, everything I'm telling you right now, it's coming at you and it's now in your head, and you are having thoughts, and you're having either, you're having, an emotional, but you're also having these feeling sense. Either it resonates or it doesn't resonate. There's an example of how you can distill the emotions and get into that space of, yeah, this is for me, or no, I can't even wrap my head around this. But that's how you actually begin to distill it. So the answer to the final exam question was because. And so in my journaling this morning, I realized that I am because I do because. And I am at peace because. I don't owe anybody any explanation. I don't even owe myself an explanation. And that is why I choose to use essential oils. Not because they are the remedy that's going to fix me. That's a non-essentialist way of managing your life. That's a non-essentialist way of managing your health. Essentialism is where we get to healing, where we begin to help dispel the energy that we're taking on, transmute that energy so that we can actually just get to that compass of yes or no, that because, like really get to that. So know your why. The answer to why is because. When you can get to that because and be clear, you in that moment have transmuted all the crap that has been fed to you that you've allowed to run through. And I don't mean any disrespect, but when I say crap, there's just a lot of information. A lot of information. And what if the purpose to all of that information is simply to point you back to this and distilling it back to this and becoming essentially you. And so the inclusion of essential oils is along the lines of helping you distill the emotional reactions that your brain is currently wired for, and getting to the degree where you can just be because. And if that's something that resonates with you, then I'm inviting you to get on a discovery call so that we can explore this further. No pressure. It's simply just a conversation, half hour of your time. Or if you're ready, let me know, email me, and we can just get started with a program that will get you from where you are to because in 4 months' time. It's that simple. So let me know. Again, discovery call is available for you because this is more than oils. This is you. It's time for you to be the unremedy, because at that point, you will no longer have a problem to patch. See ya. Love you. Thank you so much for being here and watching. And I will be back soon. Have a beautiful day.